Hello, welcome back to Reliquia Park. Yeah, we're in the middle of the Glyph world, I think. So let me just set up the symbols right. It's 0 plus 711. Right, plus 7 1. There you go. Okay, whoa. Alright, let's continue. So last time, we were playing around with glyphs, which the rule that I came up with for glyphs was that you have to group them by similar shape, similar color, or by groups of 3 distinct shapes and distinct colors. Yeah. Anyway, exclusion era, to give a sense of exclusivity. Yeah, okay, we've seen this one. Certain businesses and areas are made inaccessible to people who own certain glyphs. The most popular downtown bar begins a trend by only allowing people access to patrons who own the extrovert glyph. This is essentially a very controversial idea, but soon becomes commonplace as each business attempts to carve out their own niche of the population. So yeah, alright, and now, alright, new mechanic here. Whoa, wait, oh, I can't push this up, right? This is an empty space here, so this probably fails? Yes, and it fails probably because there's a third thing to look out for, which is the number of lines at the bottom of the symbol. So besides requiring the same color, the same shape, they require the same number of lines as well, I would guess. Alright, so let's just do a bit of block pushing here to get... Oh, you know what, it's fine, I don't need to do that. It's a much easier solution, it's just this. There you go, okay, so more sorting. Let's see here. Right, so maybe these are not considered as having no lines, considered having a count to 0. So maybe it's one of these and one of these. Does the order matter? No, it doesn't look like it matters. So I'm going to assume it doesn't matter, it is just by shape and color right now. And the reason why is impossible to group by number as well. So there is no set of 3 that are, you know, of the same number, same shape, and same color. There are also no 3 that are of distinct shapes, colors, and numbers. So, yeah. Alright, more circles here. This is forced to be in here. So this is essentially forced. There's no way to change the order of these. Well, I mean, okay. It is just the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is an empty spot here. This square is empty. Which means that this isn't valid, is it? Unless it is? No, it's not valid because this circle over here is not part of a valid row. Its row is not, its row is not valid. So yeah, maybe instead I should be putting those with the same numbers in the center. Yeah, okay, that seems right. So sort by number as well. I also want to sort by color at the same time. So this should be it. There you go. Okay. Cool. Alright, new garden. This is... Hold on, let me see if I can type this down. Glyph Garden number 6. Actually, I'm gonna copy Glyph Garden again to make it easier to type. Let's see. This is 7 bolt triangle 9y. 7 bolt triangle 9y. Okay. How does the story go? The population grows, and so does the need for more glyphs to avoid any duplication. Personal sets of glyphs become more complex. It is forbidden to change or prescribe glyphs, lest the dreadful situation occurs where 2 residents now share the exact same set. Interesting. Owning the same glyph owning the same glyph set as someone else is deemed a crime. Brought to the council to decide who must change themselves to fix this situation. Interesting. What do you see? I see a windmill. 4 sails. Oh, you know what? This what do you see thing could be also a clue. So the windmill could be referring to the plus symbol up there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so actually I didn't really catch the first 2. I don't remember what the first 2 said. I also don't remember which garden they're at. but let's just say this is a plus. Let's just say that this clue means plus, because you know that's what feels like the most right to me for this clue to mean. Alright, let's keep moving. We got now different shapes, the same color though, and numbers. Okay, so once again, you can't make groups of numbers because there's only 2 of each number. You can make groups of color though. Okay, so we can make groups of color, but each color should presumably have distinct shapes and numbers. So this technically should work, but doesn't because the numbers are not distinct. So I should swap you and you, and then swap. No, I shouldn't. Wait, what? No, swap you and you. There you go. This should solve it. So now there's, well, yeah, that solves it. I should probably put this in order. So even though they have the same color, they have distinct numbers and distinct shapes, which would let this work. There's no real like hard defined way I can think of saying this now other than like 2 out of 3 have to be distinct. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? It could be that every set has to either contain the same attribute or 3 distinct attributes. So like they either contain the same color or are all different in color. They either contain all the same shape or are all of different shapes. And they either contain the same number or are all of different numbers. That might be a better way to define it if it was true. I'm not entirely sure if that is a valid way of saying how the rule works, but that would be a much simpler way of explaining it. So yeah, now you can see here that these are, yeah, see this row over here, they're the same color, same shape, distinct colors and distinct numbers. So this follows the rule that I have expected. So can I do the same here? I could probably do the same here. There might be something wrong with this. It's probably a number, isn't it? Yes, because the white 2 has to be in the middle. However, there is no black 2 to fit the row. So instead, I should put the grey 1 here. Yeah, and this works because this row over here, besides having distinct color, they also have distinct numbers. So they need not be all the same number. They can be the same color. Okay. Understandable. And last one. Oh, wow. Only 3. Alright, find 3 that fit this criteria of either same shape or distinct shape, same color, distinct color. Alright, so let's order by color first. Maybe in terms of the column. Wow, wait a minute. Okay, there's a lot of white and not enough gray. Interesting. There's a lot of circles as well. It's like 4 circles. There's 4 ones. Okay, so I can see here there's like, for each type of attribute, there is 4 of one, 3 of another, and 2 of the last one. So the ideal one would be, well, I don't know what it would be, but we can try focusing on maybe 1 first. If I looked at only the shape, is it possible to have all circles? And the answer is no, because the circles also have numbers that are the same. They also have colors that are the same. So there is no way to form 3 that are all of the same shape, same color, and same number. Yeah, it's not possible. What about the eyes? Are these not both black? So that already fails. Yeah. So, okay. So shape doesn't work. Well, wait a minute. Wait, there's 4 eyes. Hold on. Yeah, doesn't this just work? These 3 share the same shape, different color, different number. Right? Yes, okay. So that was lucky. Second try. Alright, it is time for a rule revision. So all proposed squares must contain a glyph, or all glyphs must be in proposed squares is still true. There is one puzzle where there are more squares than glyphs. 3 glyphs in a row form a set. So let's define it as that. A set must contain either well, no. Say for each type of attribute owned by the set, there must either, okay, sorry. They must either be all identical or all distinct. Yeah, I think that's one good way of defining it. Okay, let's keep moving. This is Sn plus 0 triangle. Sn plus 0 triangle. Gotcha. Okay, silence era. Without warning, the council halts the creation of new glyphs indefinitely. So newborns have no idea what they are. Residents of the East City begins to worry as the population continues to grow, with no more new glyphs to delegate. At some point, you're gonna lose combinations. Okay, whoa. Okay, very interesting. Alright, so this is a delegation problem. It's for each segment you choose 2 to be in one and you choose 1 to be in another quadrant. Yes. Yeah, so you can see here you can choose 1 of these 3 to exist here and 2 to exist here and here. And I think that's the only way you can delegate. There's no shifting stuff around. Because otherwise, yeah, okay. The order doesn't matter though, so it's best to just choose. Alright, so how are we going to define this? Okay, let's start with this and this, I guess. These could work together, but what could not work together are probably this and this, because, well, I mean, they are the same. But okay, see, they are the same color, but they are of different numbers and of different shapes. So here I need to find something that's the same color but different in shape and different in number. Does this fit? Oh my god, it fits. Oh, it does fit. Oh no. And if I did it the other way around, if I chose these 2 instead, they are the same number and same shape. So the last one must be the same number and shape but different color, which this one does fit. So that also works. And as for the last combination of this and this, they are different colors, shapes, and numbers. So this one must be a different color, shape, and number. But there is no combination of this. Okay, these 2 are not in here, which then means that this shape must exist in here in some way. So we can place that there. And I think that is a confirmed. Okay. So both of these can be placed here. Okay, understood. What about this one? Let's see. So here, these are of different colors and different numbers. So we want something that is, well, these 2 just don't work because you need a white color to finish the set, but none of these are white. So no, those 2 don't work. Meaning that firstly, this plus has to be in here. We already know that. And that might solve it for us here, because knowing that the plus is in there, what is no longer a possible option is this one, right? Because we know these must have different shapes. And so if these 2 were a combination, the plus would have to be part of it, which it isn't. So the plus not being here means the circle is not part of the set. The circle has to be in here. And for this one, the only last one that fits this set is the gray eye one, whatever, which means these 2 are the same. Alright, these are the same color and number, so different shape, meaning this one is the one that fits. These 2 fit over here, which are the, hold on. They are different numbers, different shapes of the same color, so we need this one. Okay. Cool, and the last one is of different color and number but the same shape, and that works. Nice. Alright, that was very logically solvable. I like that one. Cool. Alright, next up, select 2 sets. Oh, this might be a bit harder than the one we did before, because 2 sets implies that even though one might work, that might leave no possible sets for the second set. Okay. Well, how do I do this then? Yeah, it's the same. It's similar to the previous setup, right? Where you have 4 of one, 3 of the other, and 2 of the last. So you have like 4 pluses, 3 eyes, and 2 circles. But then you also have, oh no, you have 5 whites. Wow. Okay. Well, how do I do this? Well, one thing I can do is actually, I can find a set, like, just straight up this works. But can I find a second set afterwards? This works. Oh, okay. Well, lucky me. I found 2 sets. Immediately that just worked out. So these sets are the same color but different shape, different number. And I'll order by number because that's the easiest way to order it. This one are the same number but different color and shape. There's no real way to order these, so I'll just put them there, and that solves it. Nice. Alright, that was... I would admit that was probably lucky. Alright, next up. Whoa, what is this? Okay, so it looks like these are all stuck in place, right? Whoa, oh, this is for you to see, alright. Ah, wow, hey, this is really cool. Hey, hold on. Look at this. This is like logical deduction. You now know that this circle is a black circle with a 1. Well, yes, and the reason why is because these must be part of a set. So in the solved solution, these would be valid as a set. And because they are the same color and shape, the number is what determines whether the set is valid or not. And we know these two are different numbers. So this must be 3 distinct numbers, of which the only one missing is a 1. So this has to be a black circle 1. Wow, that's really cool. Alright, and we need to select something to be in here. I could probably just... oh, okay, hold on. Oh, no, this is fine. Look at this. I can see what this is. This is a white circle 0. I can see what is the middle one. That is a white circle 2. So this is a white circled 1. This one over here. Alright, so that means that if this is a white circled 0 and this is a black circled 1, then they must be different in both color and number, meaning the only color we're missing is a 2. Sorry, the number we're missing is 2 and the color missing is gray. So this has to be a circle gray 2. Wow, okay. Okay, this puzzle is a really unique one, I'd say. And we just need to select 2 more. This is a... I forgot what this is. This is a 0. This is a 2. So this is a white circled 1. While these probably work, they are the same number and different colors. Nice. Oh, yeah, no, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Oh, I like this one the most, I think. This puzzle is the one I like the most so far. Alright, let's move on. One more puzzle for the next cutscene. So again, find another set that just works. Okay, there's no real ordering here, so let's order by shape as I usually do. So similarly, we have 4... No, but we have 3 of each color now. 3 of each color, which is interesting. 3 of each color. Doesn't really tell us much, but okay. Okay, let's say I order by number as well. In the column, I order by number. Okay, if I want it, I can probably prove something, right? Alright, so I can prove that you can't just put all circles in because there's no 0. And there's no 3 of a kind in terms of number. This doesn't work for color. This doesn't work at all because there's only 2 of its shape. So in terms of shape, they must be all distinct. Now, there are a few ways to choose, but this and this are the only pluses you can use. By color, you can't have 3 blacks because 3 blacks doesn't work. You have the same circles. So 3 grays is the next option. But 3 grays also doesn't work because then you have 2 2s and 1 0. So 3 whites isn't possible because 3 whites doesn't contain a plus. Which means that the color also has to be 3 distinct. Okay. So suppose you use this guy. This gray 1. This gray eye. Then for color, because they must be distinct, you have to use this. And that fails because... Well, no, it doesn't fail right away. It would work if you had a white circle 2, but unfortunately we don't have that. So this does in fact fail. So in fact, that means that we can't use this. Okay? Can't use that. So it has to be a white eye. Now, color has to be distinct, so we can't use the white circle either. So it's either black circle or black plus. Let's assume gray circle, because gray circle also implies gray plus. Sorry, black plus. This would work if the I was a 2, but none of them are 2. So in fact, it can't be gray circle. So it must be black circle, and therefore gray plus. Okay. Gray plus is good. Gray plus gives us a lot of information. Gray plus with a 0 means that you can't have a 0 I, because I with 0 implies you need to have a circle with 0, which doesn't exist. So it must just be this and this. And there you go. It must be a black circle to finish them off with a 2. Nice, and that solves it. Oh. Alright, so by process of elimination, or by process of slowly counting through one by one, we were able to figure out the only solution to this puzzle. So that's nice. Alright, 9Y97 bolt. 9Y97 bolt. Cool. Alright. As desperate measure, newly born residents are prescribed whatever possible glyph set remains untaken. There you go, you're gonna run out eventually. They carry the burden of forming the entity around what they're given instead of the other way around. Interesting. Later in the year, all possible combinations run out. Tension is high. Interesting. What do you see? I see a door with an arch frame but no handle. Oh, this is really obvious. This is just the end, right? Isn't it? This has to be just the end. The end is 100% a door with a frame but no handle. Cool. This is very goofy. This clue type is so goofy. Okay, let's move on. Anything new? Whoa, we have left and right. So a new attribute. Okay. So this attribute only has 2 types though, left and right. So you can't have 3. Well, you could have none. Yeah, none is actually one possible thing as well. So you either have a left side, a right side, or a none. Or empty. Alright, but these are all sided, so we probably have to figure this out. Yeah, one possible way is just put all the same sides together. And that's the only way you can do this, because there are no ways to have distinct sides. 3 distinct sides. So that solves it. Alright, so nothing new in terms of mechanics, except for the fact we have a new attribute to work with. Okay, so... Oh man, I really want to arrange these by sides first, because it's going to be impossible to arrange them otherwise. Okay, so... I realize it's all black or white, so no grays. Meaning all the blacks have to be together. And that makes sense because the blacks all have no sides? Whoa. Okay, can you please make this easier on me? This has to be made easier on me. Like, this Sokoban is not even part of the puzzle, but... Alright, that wasn't that tough. Next, we have to probably split by left and right here. Yeah, left and right here is probably obvious. It's the only way this would work, and it works out because they are the same color but different shapes. Okay. There isn't really any puzzle here either, it's just an enforcement of the mechanic. Okay, this one is a bit tricky in terms of Sokoban because you can't disturb the top, but if I went in one by one, I think it should be fine. Yeah. Boom, there you go. Alright, not bad, not bad. Oh goodness, more sorting. These are all pluses though, which is really cool. All pluses. So they're all the same shape no matter what. Okay, same sides doesn't work because same colors doesn't work because these 3 colors just don't match in terms of sides. So it must be different colors. So 3 distinct colors. 3 distinct colors in one set. Okay, what I do notice is that if you look at the same numbers, it does seem to work for 2s, because 2s have one with no sides, one with left side, and one with right side. So that works. What about the 1s? The 1s also work. The 0 should work as a result, because there is no other way to solve the puzzle otherwise. Well, I mean, there could be if you if you were tricky enough with it. You could probably find some way to make it so that 2 out of 3 is also possible, but right now it seems to work out just fine. Alright, so there it is. Nice. And in fact, I ordered it by sides. Nice, okay. Not by color though, color is in a really weird order. But sure. Okay, SS10 plus. Interesting, that I think that are there 10 here as well? Yeah, there's 10 here as well. Are there always 10? I mean not always. The totem had 16, but the spire, the shard, and apparently the glyph all have 10 each. Cool. Alright, Crisis Era. E-City dissolves into total anarchy. A threat to anyone's uniqueness is something to be eliminated. Okay, it's like the opposite of conforming, which is really interesting. It's a really interesting way for society to go, because it makes life really, really hard if you just didn't conform. But I guess, yeah, that's one way you could do it. The sense of power gained from being the only resident to only small sets of glyphs fuels the conflict further. So people with the same set probably fight, like, to see who gets. Alright, that makes sense. The population diminishes rapidly. The dislikes coffee glyph is now owned by only one living resident. Uh-oh. So what does this mean? Eventually everyone's gonna be identical afterwards? Oh, it isn't possible, is it? But yeah, eventually, well... Okay, yeah, it is like King of the Hill sort of thing, right? Where if you fight anyone else who dislikes coffee glyph, it makes sense that eventually one person is gonna have it. So that's interesting. Alright, so this might be just tough puzzles from here on out. These are all black. So, okay. There is one circle, and that one circle can't be sorted by shape. Wait, is this black or is this grey? I can't even tell. It's black, right? I'm not tripping. Are my eyes fooling me? That is black, that is not grey. Yeah, grey is more obviously a grey. This is very obvious to tell, but for pluses and eyes, like there's like 1 pixel worth of color inside. So I don't know if it's grey or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure the reason why I can't tell is because the white side is sort of messing with my perception of color. But yeah, they're the same. They're both black. They're all black. Alright, but the circle implies it must be of a different shape, so it must have distinct shapes. There are also... Well, okay, there are 3 of the same sides. But notice that if I did that... Well, no, this is fine. This works as a set. Then maybe vertically we have one that are 3 distinct... Yeah, but this is a mistake, isn't it? Because there are, you know, not enough of these and not enough of these. So there must be at least 2 sets with distinct sides. And 2 sets with distinct sides could probably imply this. Like, something like this is... It works, it's the same color, different sides and different numbers. Can I see if a wrong answer lights up or not? It doesn't. Okay, that is good. Good to know, it doesn't light up. Okay. So probably I could then do maybe something like this. Yeah, okay, this just works. So the bottom is the same shape, but different sides and different numbers. And the column is same color, but... Oh, sorry, same sides, but different shapes and same number. Okay. Yeah, this just works. I think this is a lucky find as well. Next. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, these are all glyphs, but you don't have to fill them all. So yeah, bringing back the rule that not all glyphs have to be filled. Sorry, not all purple squares have to be filled. So it's just find a shape that works. You're not even given any direction anymore. I do notice that there's exactly 1 black and 1 grey. So they probably form a... They probably form a set of... Well, they have the exact same number, shape, and side. So there must be another one that's the exact same number, shape, and side, which is this. Out of a different color. So this is a confirmed set. Okay. How many more sets of 3 can I make? Well, I can make 3 sets of 3. So like... Well, look at that. There's an empty here. There's an empty here that's a plus. And the colors are the same at this point, I'm pretty sure. Well... If you try to look for a 2... Yeah, because... Well, no, there is. Okay, there is this. Look at this. This is a set that works. They're the same shape, color, and number, but different sides. Otherwise, I don't think there's any other set that works. Like, excluding all of these, can this find a set of its own? It must find 3 distinct sides, and it must find the same shape, because... Yeah, because the only other set that has 3 distinct shapes all have the same sides on the other 2, which doesn't work. So it must be the same shape, which means you have these to choose from. There is only one of this that is right, so this has to happen. But that then implies the last plus shape has to be a 1, but that doesn't exist. So no, you can't actually form a set from the remaining glyphs. It must be part of like this or something. So that works. Okay. If I could form maybe like 2 more chains if I tried. So okay, well, interestingly enough, if I could probably move this. No. This. Oh, hold on. This, and this. These 2 are the same number, same color, and same side. But that would also fit with this, which is interesting. Ah, wait a minute. Can I do a long one? Can I do this? Can I eventually make a plus shape? Ah, okay. And the last one goes in the side there because they are the same shape and color, same side, but different number. And that should work. And just a bit more maneuvering should solve it. Yeah, okay, so you can see here that like sets of 3 can only intersect at one point. They can't sort of like overlap. You don't have these 3 being a set. So yeah, okay, that is one way to see it. Sure. This one was weird. This one was... I didn't really have any direction to go in this one, so I just like messed around until I found something that seemed to work. Alright, last one. The same puzzle. Find a set. Find a set. This is like one of those like tough math questions where like, is this solution... Does a solution exist? If so, find a solution. And then you gotta somehow prove that it doesn't exist or something. Anyway, gonna sort by... Well, there's a lot of things to sort by, but like, we notice there's a lot of colors. And we also have a lot of options because we have more and more attributes to, you know, to worry about. So, sorting by shape here. Sort by shape here, we get this. By shape alone, okay, we have 3 pluses and 3 pluses, 3 eyes, 6 circles. Okay, the eyes don't work. The pluses don't work because of number. The eyes, can they work? The eye, if you take color, doesn't work. If you take sides, you need a left and a right. The only left is this one. The only right is that one. Then you need a... yeah, okay. So all 3 being 0 doesn't work because you have the same white on these 2. Taking a right requires you to take a left. But if you took a left, if you took this left, you need another grey circle, which is impossible. If you took this one, then you need a black circle too, which doesn't work, so nope. Okay, so maybe there really just isn't a solution using only circles. By number also doesn't work. Okay, so it is distinct shapes. Let's say we have the same color. Well, it doesn't work because all the pluses are grey and there's no grey eye. So it must be distinct colors as well. Alright, let us assume that it's black circle and white eye. That just doesn't work. So it's not black circle anymore. Let's see, what about white circle? I mean, we know grey circles also don't work because the colors must be distinct, and if the plus is grey, nothing else can be grey. And if now circles are white, then the eye can't be white. Okay, hopefully I didn't miss anything. Alright, so from this alone, we can now sort by maybe number. So, well, this just works, doesn't it? Yeah, it's 3 distinct shapes, 3 distinct colors, 3 distinct size, and 3 distinct everything. It's distinct everything. Interesting. Cool. Alright, that just worked out. So yeah, it was a bit of elimination at the start, but then once you get to a smaller set, you can sort of brute force your way through it by staring. Alright. Oh, whoa, look at this. The pathway is just forced into very small. Okay, that might be like, that might mean something in terms of the story, where each pathway is now very, very constrained. Has it been growing more and more constrained over time? Maybe. Anyway, 17YS0. Okay, 17YS0. And that should be the Glyph Gardens complete. Let's see what the clue is. What do you see? A bolt of lightning pivoting twice before hitting the ground. Well, the bolt is just the bolt. So I guess I was pretty right in terms of this, like, comparing it to an object. Each city is driven mad with desire of being the last two remaining. What? Oh, the sole owners of the original Glyphs prefer summer and prefers winter. Is this right? Is this like the first one that ever came out? I thought the first one that came out was the dogs and cats one. Actually, maybe no. I didn't really remember the story, but it could be prefer summer and winter being the very first one. Does each city is driven mad with desire be of the last two remaining, the sole owners? I'm confused. Okay, so like, sure, then they fight and then it's all gone. Eventually, with only 2 residents left, desire shifts towards the ownership of the ultimate glyph. Alive. Oh no. So eventually... Wait. Okay, well, I'm not gonna argue with like how the story works out here, but I'm pretty sure there's like, you know, the smaller the population, the more likely it is you can find separate glyphs. Maybe people with the same glyph just fight no matter what. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, fair enough. But isn't it then it wouldn't make any more sense because these guys would have to have completely different glyphs besides the alive and dead one. Otherwise they would be fighting against, you know, others, you know, they'd be fighting anyway. But alright, let's just think about it, right, I guess. Alright, so this is probably like one of the harder ones to go with. Okay, we have a bunch of pluses here, 1 circle and 1 eye, so that probably forms a set. Okay, we have distinct colors, distinct sides, and distinct numbers, and distinct shapes. So this is probably the one that fits. Okay, that is one set. Next, is this another? No, this is not another one of the cross ones. This is not another cross, because you can't form a cross here. Okay. Okay, you can't form any more distinct shape ones, so I'm pretty sure nothing can ever touch this and this ever again, because they would have to contain a plus and therefore contain a shape of some kind. So let's leave it in the corner. This plus is probably the only thing you can branch out of then. And without another black plus, you would have to have them be distinct colors. Okay. Are these not identical? These are identical. Wait, this is a different... Okay, this is another set. It's the same shape and color. Okay. But these are identical. How's it gonna work? Well, this is one set. What about the last one? The last one doesn't fit anywhere. Because I moved this wrong. Okay. Wait, so something's wrong here. Something's very wrong here. These two have to belong to a set, right? They can't just belong to a plus without an... Like, this eye can't belong to a plus without a circle accompanying it. And it can't belong to a circle without a plus accompanying it. So it has to be one of each shape. And with 2 of these, you can sort of figure out what the third one has to be. The third one has to be a different number, a different color, and a different side. The only one of which is this. So this is the only one that works. Okay. And because this is no longer... Well, this is... You can't make a 3-way intersection for the plus, right? Okay. Hold on, is this its own set? Oh, this is its own set. Okay, if it is... my goodness. If it is its own set, then probably what I could do is slide it against this, maybe? if I did, the only way that this could work is like, I don't know. Okay, you probably see that this probably goes with this. So it's like, this is part of a set if you combine it with this. That's also a set. Right? But then now what? Now what do I do with this? Which part of a set could this come from? What? I don't know because... Yeah, this is not lit up, it's not part of a set. Okay, so maybe the problem now is to think of how this could be part of a set. It could be part of this set over here. What other sets could be part of? If you can't copy the same color and shape. You can't copy by different colors because you have the same color on two of them. So is not the other one just the only one that works, is just this? But wouldn't you then need a 2, which is the only thing that works? Does this? Wait. Oh my god, that is its own set. Oh, look at that. Okay. Fine, fair enough. So this just works, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. I initially thought that you know, you can't overlap sets like this, but apparently you can. The only reason why I thought you couldn't is because when I tried, I wasn't able to stack 2 of the exact same sets over each other, which now I can because I have 2 of the exact same glyph. Ah, okay, so the final trick is stacking sets over each other. Cool. One more. Whew. Okay, how am I even supposed to... Wait a minute, something's off here. There's no black, firstly. All of these are facing left. There is a single glyph that's facing right. Okay, and if there's a single glyph that's facing right, actually there's 2 glyphs that are facing right. But if there's 2 glyphs that's facing right, you can't form all rights. You must have distinct rights here. Distinct sides, not rights. The same is true for the 2s. There's only 2 2s over here. So it must be distinct numbers here. Okay, so got it. Well, is it not also possible to just have... Well, I suppose not, because within this, you can actually realize that you can't form... There aren't a set of 3 identical glyphs. So... yeah, there aren't 3 that are all the same color, shape, side, and number. Which means that... you're gonna have to split one of them up eventually. Like one of them is gonna have to take these. And if so, that does then imply that all 4 of these are part of a set. Okay. So now we've thought about that logically. What could be part of this set? It could be... well, it needs to be a 1 and a 0. There is no color, so they must all be white. And there is no distinct shape, so they must all be plus. Okay, so we got a... oh, they must also all be the same sides because there is no right facing. Alright, so this would be this shape and this shape. That is one set. Complete. Next, this one. This one is a right facing, so it must have a left facing and a non-facing. Okay, the 1 implies that these are all just 1s. So these are... okay, so this is this and that. That. And this one. This one. Alright, that's one set. This is a circle 2, so it needs a 1 and a 0. Same color, same side. Implies this. Yep, alright. And the last one is that. So it is... well, it's just these 2, isn't it? Yeah, okay, it's just those 2. And that solves the puzzle, I think. The rest I can just, like, you know, store neatly in its own almost rectangle, almost square. Okay, what am I doing here? There you go. I will order these by side, and that should solve it. Cool. Alright, so yeah. How nice. A final sorting puzzle. I mean, I had to figure out logically exactly what was going on here. If you sort of assume the puzzle designer would design a puzzle where, you know, all the tedium was already done for you, you could assume that all 4 of those in the corner were already part of its, you're already part of a set. But then, you know, that's not really how puzzling works, so I just had to logically prove as well that each 4 of those have to be part of a set. Which I did, which is nice. Alright, Glyph End. Why triangle, triangle 99? This is the memorial. Why triangle, triangle 99? Should be it. Yep. Alright, do not forget the name. You may now return to the heart of the forest and use this name to summon a fragment. Awesome. Cool, but we also have more to work with. We have to find the rest of the secret. Yeah, I should have time for that. Let's see. The first one, I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna guess, just purely by intuition, it is in the 3rd garden. Or 2nd, it could be in the 2nd. B-O... Okay, Bolt, Y-S-N, Bolt. Alright, let's try the 2nd one. Bolt, Y. Oh, the Y is down here. S, N, Bolt. That's one. That's one. Alright, there is one here. Okay. What do you see? I see a scythe with a straight blade raised to the sky. What the heck? A scythe with a straight blade raised to the sky. A scythe with a straight blade. What kind of symbol is that? Is that the Y? There it is. Okay, it's just a 7. I called it a 7, but yeah, that definitely looks like a scythe with a straight blade. Because scythes normally have curved blades, but this one specifies it as being straight. Alright, next would be maybe Garden 4. N9 bolt, 9 bolt. Alright, let's do that. N9 bolt, which is this one, 9 bolt. There you go. And alright, another one here. Okay, let's see. I see an abandoned room with only 3 corners. That would be the triangle. Well, that's kind of obvious, but alright, there you go, a triangle. That makes sense. So I'm going to return to hub and see if this secret works. It will be the scythe with a straight blade, a room with 3 corners. The next one would be the windmill, right? The windmill, which is this. Next would be the arch with no handle. The last one is, if I can, a bolt. Yes. Alright, there it is. Hey, it is a secret. This is the Glyph Abyss. Yeah, okay, this one we've already seen how that works. Okay. Well, that's the secret unlocked. We still got secrets to find for the totem and the shard, but I don't remember how to find those. It's alright though, we'll see how that works. Next episode we'll probably be trying the pylon area, probably. Yeah. Now though, let's actually see how the glyphs work. I'm gonna go here, go here, go here, go here. Go and open the glyph section. Let's take a look. Wow, how purple targets work. Yeah, these are pretty obvious. All targets must count a glyph. All glyphs must be on a target. That is exactly how I phrased it actually, so that's cool. I said I call them squares. Okay, how to get the glyphs to activate in the most basic way. Simply put, a glyph is not enough to activate, you need more than one. Yeah, 3 in a row are valid if they form a valid set of 3. 3 identical glyphs are one such valid set. And then we have this. Glyphs can have different shapes. Circle, cross, eye. That's actually how I say it as well. They have different fill colors. Empty, light, dark. I call them white, grey, black. But sure. A valid set of 3 requires them to be all the same or all different. This one took me a while to get. Like, at the beginning, what did I think it was? It was like they have to be all the same. However, if they were all different, that is what you must put, maybe. But like that's just a really horrible way to phrase things. Alright. There are 4 properties, which are shape, fill color, tally marks, and side markings. Yep, they must be valid. Must be either all the same or all 3 different glyphs, yep. And that's about it. This is it's for level 34. What was level 34? You need to make 4 sets of 3. Ah, it's an overlapping one, right? The one that took me a while to overlap. Yep. Because this one was particularly tough. This one had a very specific mechanic that was not shown anywhere else in this world. Yeah, okay. That's why it's valid to have a hint about it. Cool. That is all there is for glyphs, I guess. So next up, pylons. We have what appears to be pointing arrows here. So yeah, let's see how they work next episode. Until then, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.